Good morning. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the story Little Red Riding Hood that we read last week, and we're going to be using the character analysis that we made over Maisie, the main character of Little Red Riding Hood, to create what is called a one-pager. Now, a one-pager looks like this, and it is a compilation of different literary elements on one page. So it's kind of like a summary, but it's a visual summary. So each square has a different thing you do in it. The circle has a job, and then the rectangle has a job. So each of these covers some separate idea that I want my kids, and we need you to be able to discuss and explore and explain, but in a really brief way. So this is what the one-pager actually should be. In this piece up here, you have the title of the story and the author's name. Here, in this square, this is all about the main character. So you put the main character's name, and then you list character traits. Well, you get your character traits by coming over here and saying, okay, Granny's so sick. Oh, I hope Granny's well. Oh, she's, going to take goodies to Granny. You know what? Based upon this, and this, I would say that Granny is considerate. Okay? Now, based upon the fact that she's got rosy cheeks, that people call her merry and happy and gentle, then I might say that she is caring. You know what? I'm going to say she's caring. Or I might use the word loving, okay? Now, because she's loitering, she's lingering around instead of getting straight to Grandma's, or that she's sad or frightened, I might put down that and she's absent-minded, I might say that she is immature. Okay? So these would be my 3 character traits. That's why we did this page, to make it easier for us to figure out what our character traits are and to have some evidence for that. Then, here, I would put in my 3 character traits. And then down here, I'm going to draw a picture to connect to my character. So maybe for Little Red Riding Hood, it might be a basket of goodies. It might be, her and Grandma. It might be some hearts, with the word Grandma in it. We don't know. It's up to you to pick up the picture you want to connect to your character. All right. Now, this square here deals with imagery. Imagery are the words that make the reader either see, hear, feel, taste, or smell. Not, I tasted the oranges. That's not imagery. But if I said, the sweetness burst across my tongue, that would be imagery. Okay? So imagery is not just saying, I heard a noise. It would be, the crackling of the fire. Okay? The thumping of my heart. If I feel something, it doesn't mean I feel the table. It could be the rough wool scratched my skin. See, that could be imagery. Tasting something. Not I tasted cake. It would be something like the strawberries exploded in my mouth. Okay, something like that. And then smell, same thing. I do not smell a skunk, but I could say my nose wrinkles as the odor wafted through the air. Okay, that's imagery. So we want to come up with some imagery in the story. This is why you will look at this, because this is actually going to be a quote. And so you want to look at your story and you want to find something that might be imagery. Something that might deal with like how people, how they see her, what she's doing. But look for things about how she's moving. So, okay, then next you're going to be working on, I need to write down, this is a quote with MLA citation. Okay, and then you're going to have symbolism. Now, symbolism may seem a little weird, but it's really not. That's the reason I chose this story. I want you to think of Little Red Riding Hood. When you think of Little Red Riding Hood, what image comes to mind? I'm going to bet it's probably her red cloak, okay? So here, okay, you might want to put down her red cloak, but here's the deal. If you put down her red cloak, what does it mean? Okay? See, that's the problem. A symbol is not just, oh, Miss Ross has gray nails. That's her symbol. But what does the gray nails mean? See, that's what you got to do. Whatever you pick has to, to know what you have to think about. What does that symbol mean? So here's what you need to do. You need to look at the symbol list. And there is a symbol list in Google Classroom. So you're going to look at the symbol list in order to say, oh, here's the symbol I'm going to use. So you're going to find a symbol to represent the character. And then you're also going to do a drawing here. Okay, there's also going to be a drawing here. This piece here is theme. Theme, of course, is the overall message. What were you supposed to get from this theme, okay? And again, you're going to give me the overall message and some images that connect to your theme. I know this may seem really hard, and the first time it is something that's a little more strenuous, but it does get easier the more we do it. Okay, that's why we chose something very familiar and that you can probably have heard a million times to make it a little bit easier for you to think about. Well, when you hear the story of Little Red Riding Hood, what are you supposed to get from it? Okay, so that's what we're working on. The middle circle is about a main idea summary. This is where you put the title of the story, you do a strong verb, and main idea. This is in your journal. This was something that we did. Maybe we did not do it. Okay, we did not do main idea. Okay, I will see what I can do about pulling up main idea. But the main idea is simply where you have the title of the story, a strong verb, and then what is the main idea of the story? What did what was the point? Okay, it's a little similar to theme. Okay, so it might be easier to do this and then say what your theme is. Or you can do it vice versa, it doesn't matter. Now, this is what your finished product kind of looks like. Okay, so there's my title and my author. Here is my character, Little Red Riding Hood or Maisie. Here are my 3 character traits. Okay, and then I drew her red hood because I don't draw very well. Here is my symbol. I said her symbol is spring, which represents youth and hope. And so then I drew like a little sun and some flowers just to represent spring. For imagery, I chose this quote from paragraph 3. A glimpse of her golden curls and her scarlet cloak. See, that would be imagery. That would be seeing imagery. And then I drew a picture of her with her scarlet cloak and her little yellow hair and everything. Then this is my theme, my main idea. Here's the title, Little Red Riding Hood. Then this is my strong verb, explorers. And then this is the main point, that you should be responsible and that you should follow instructions. Okay? And then from that, I said, okay, well, if I'm supposed to be responsible and follow instructions, probably the theme of this is don't trust strangers and obey your parents. So then I drew a stop sign. I drew a hand up going, stop. And then I had a little person going, yes, Mom. And then that becomes my one-pager. Do the best you can on this. I know it's kind of difficult, but just try to work through and be like, okay, how would I approach it? You do not have to have the same things I do. If you feel like there's a different symbol that you like, use it. If you find a better piece of imagery, use it. If you have different character traits that you want to explore, do so. All of this is very much what you see. There's not a, okay, Miss Ross is actually wanting me to write this. Okay? Because all of this is what you're seeing in the story based upon what you have pulled from the text. All right, this is what we're going to work on today. So if you have questions, please let me know. Have a good day.